Galadriel, right? The world has changed. I feel it in the water. I feel it in the earth. I smell it in the air. The world has changed. We can't go back. The AI revolution is here, for better, for worse, right? There's a lot of smoke and there's a lot of hype, but some things are real. And what I'm about to show you is real. I've written hundreds of thousands of lines of code this way. And I hadn't been writing code in my career for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. I wrote 0 lines. Is it the most magical, best code ever? No, but does it solve my problems? Yeah, right? So as soon as the RAG stuff came out, as soon as the latest GPT, starting with GPT-4, the work with GitHub, like we've hit a level up, a huge stepwise function. None of this stuff existed 6 months ago. I could not have given this talk at StarWest because it didn't exist. And now I'm about to show you stuff that in 6 months at StarWest again is probably going to be completely obsolete. It's probably not going to, we're going to be like, yeah, remember the old days when the AI would lie to you? Or when you only had 1 agent running, now we have 12. I don't know what's going to happen, but all I know is the world is changing so fast, and the old way of doing things are disappearing. So my CEO said the same things the Shopify CEO said. We're an AI-first company. We're leaning in on AI. This is coming. You know, it'll come first for the Silicon Valley tech companies that think they're like VC funded, they're at the pinnacle, but it'll flow down and it'll flow down fast. And so what I want from all of you is not to be afraid, right? I hear all the time, I'm not a dev, I don't want to be in the code, I don't want to do these things. That's okay, you don't have to be a dev. Nobody's asking you to be a dev, but the AI is here to help you. Code is just a tool like any other, and becoming less and less arcane and less difficult to understand to people who aren't in it every day. So you can right now, today, generate tests from code, generate specs, generate test plans, prototype fixes, write little tiny tools that help, just a little Python script. I was doing performance reviews, and one issue we've always had with performance reviews is showing metrics and impact, because that's lame and nobody ever has time to do all the things. So I asked Cursor to help me. And I said, hey, I want to go look at all the commits from the last 6 months, and I want to find commit velocity, if there was a commit velocity change. And it said, sure, here's a script to go call the GitHub API for you, and it's going to output a CSV. Cool. And it said, now go put it in Excel. So I copy-pasted my CSV into Excel, and it said, here's some Excel functions to write that are going to break it up by month and are going to give you the commit count per month. I hate writing Excel functions. I don't like writing them. I don't know how they work. Who likes writing Excel functions, right? Who's like, yes, function, blah, 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 blah. No, it's awful, and there's no documentation. You have to go and search, and the first 3 responses are wrong, and then one is for Excel 97, and then another one is for Sheets, which is a totally different beast, and renames things for no reason. It's awful. But it told me what to do. It generated the function for me. We iterated a little, because the first one wasn't quite right, and in maybe 2 hours, I had our commit velocity metrics that I could use for the performance review reports for myself, for my org, as a part of the overall executive review. I've never been able to do that. It would have taken me weeks, back and forth, having to go search something and then coming back. It would have taken me ages, and it was just never important enough to do. But now I could do it in 2 hours, and I don't know how to write Excel functions. I don't write Python. I don't do any of that stuff. But I know what good looks like. I know what good looks like, and so do all of you. You are testers. Testers know what good looks like. Testers know what good looks like. And that is your magical, magical, magical superpower when it comes to coding with AI. Because the AI has no idea what good looks like, but it knows the code. You might not know the code, but you sure as hell know what good looks like. You put that together, and that is so, 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 so powerful.